Hey guys. This is a very exciting video. It's probably the most vulnerable I've ever gotten on here and in social in general, just because, oh wait, the window's open. Hopefully that's better. I've never really done anything like this, so I don't know, it just feels weird. I know I'm not the first person to get a boob job, so it's not that big of a deal, but for me it feels like a big deal because I've just like, I don't know, I've never had surgery other than my wisdom teeth. It feels like a very big change, so it just feels like a big deal to me. So I wanted to do a video because obviously I'm online all the time and I am quite flat, so it's gonna be very noticeable. So I didn't want to brush over it, but I also didn't want to make such a big deal about it online that it became a thing. So just gonna make a YouTube video, super casual, go over like everything I've learned so far, because I know just from like, if you watched my life update video like months ago, I kind of dropped a full-on, like, not an announcement because I hadn't planned it yet, but I said in that end of that video that I wanted to get a boob job. So I've been researching it for a long time. I'm 30 and I've wanted to get a boob job since I was like 18 and realized that I wasn't going to be getting my own natural boobs. So it's not a rash decision, like it's something I've been thinking about forever, and I wanted to just emphasize that I don't think big boobs are important for beauty. I don't feel any pressure to get boobs because of how I look. It's not like, this didn't come about because I felt like not confident or like my body wasn't good enough. Like, I'm fully in love with my body. I'm super confident and so happy with how hard I work to make my body the way it is. But what it came down to for me was that level of femininity that I feel like I've never had. When I look at myself in the mirror, I just feel like a teenage boy. Like, it just doesn't feel like I have the feminine aspects of parts of my body that I want. And that's what it came down to, was just feeling feminine. And I'm comfortable in my own skin. Like, I don't have self-esteem issues where I feel like this will make me a better person or a more beautiful person. It just came down to feeling that like inherent femininity that for some reason I link to my chest size. And the beauty of today is that I can get like a little baby boob job, and I don't want to say fix it because it's not broken, but just enhance this thing that I feel like is missing from me, and I'm really excited. So that's like my why. I think that's super important to have out there, because I think my number one fear honestly is backlash. Because even when I did my teeth 2 years ago, people came at me being like, this is a bad example, like people follow you that look up to you, and this, you're showing them like they need to do this to be beautiful, which is not my message at all. At the end of the day, like, you should do what you want for your body, and you are so beautiful how you were created, and I believe that I am beautiful how God created me. But this is just something that I want to do for myself. I don't feel pressured into this at all. Brennan is like supportive, but he was like, he's never brought it up. Like, it was never him being like, would you ever get a boob job? Like, there's been zero pressure from any aspect of my life. It just comes from my desire to have boobs. Like, I just want certain clothes to fit better, and I want to feel feminine when I look in the mirror. So that's my why. I hope it doesn't sound like too defensive, because literally not that many people even know I'm doing this, so I'm just doing this video because I want to tell you guys and like keep you updated. Because in my last video I went on a tangent. I feel like, can you tell I'm nervous? I think I'm very nervous. I need to like loosen up. Some coffee. Anyways, what I was saying, after I put it out there that I was thinking about getting a boob job in my life updates video, I got a few messages from you guys that have already done it, or maybe you're thinking about it as well, and we've already connected on it on Instagram, and that made me so happy because that's what I'm online to do, like, is connect with you guys. It's my #1 thing, is human connection, and having those, I don't know, like those deep, not that getting a boob job is deep, that's not what I'm trying to say, but like being able to connect with you guys on a deeper level and feel like we know each other and chat like we're best friends and just have this connection from afar, I think is so special, which is why I love social media, though it's a really difficult space to be in. Like, here I am making a video about something super personal and I don't have to share, but it comes with the territory. Like, I'm online, so you're gonna be able to tell when I have bigger boobs. So anyway, all that to say, I'm making this video because I'm hoping that I can help someone's journey and that we can connect about it, and you just feel like you have a partner to go about this with if you're thinking about doing it. I'm going to document the process. My surgery is on September 21st. Today is September 15th. So in 6 days, I go in for surgery at 1:00 p.m. My favorite part about my doctor so far is how, like, he's been super honest. Like, when I went in for my consultation, we tried on different sizes, and he was like, I'm really happy that this is the size you like because I wouldn't be comfortable going any bigger, or, you know, I feel like this is what's gonna fit your frame. I have a short torso and like literally size A boobs. So going from that body composition to then a body with bigger boobs, he was very modest about it, and he was like, I have children, like if one of my daughters wanted to get a boob job, I'd be comfortable telling her like, this is what I suggest. So from the beginning, he was like very modest with all of his practices. Like, he was, if anything, going in on like he wanted to go on like the smaller side versus the bigger side. And then he was also very upfront with like, once I get in there for surgery, that's when I'll be able to tell what your body can actually handle so that it still looks extremely natural, not too big. And until then, like, all we could do was like say a range. So I'm going in knowing that I'm gonna be in the 200 to 250 cc range. When I was looking that up, like, that is technically just like, I think it's just like a size bigger. It's not like a C cup or a D cup. Like, I'm not labeling it with that kind of sizing. So that's the range I'm going to come out with. Maximum, we set a maximum of 250 cc's, which looked really great. Like, I tried on the implant and I was really comfortable with it. And he said that like we would be able to customize it perfectly the day of surgery. And the other thing that he said was like, one of my boobs is like a little bit more full than the other, so they would be able to properly balance them out. I hope that that's not ridiculously loud. So that made me feel really good, knowing that I was gonna wake up and be like, oh my god, what is this? Because I have gone my entire life with no boobs. Like, it will be weird to adjust, so I didn't want it to be too big, but I also wanted to get my money's worth. So I'm really comfortable with that range that we landed on. And then the other thing is we're going in through the nipple. Originally we were gonna go underneath the breast, but what he was explaining was that at my pre-op appointment like a week ago, he was saying how he was nervous to go in underneath with the scar and then do the implant, and then the scar be in the middle of the implant. So he was like, going through the nipple I think would be better for you. So that's our plan for surgery next week. The best thing is that I was thinking I was gonna be out for like 2 weeks, like a week. I have a friend who had like a really brutal recovery experience, and right away the nurse and the doctor were like, no, like right out of surgery we're gonna have you stretch, like do these stretches where you know are making sure these muscles stay stretched and loose. And he was like, the next day you should feel fine. Like, if anything, this is TMI, but like, here we are talking about boobs, so why not? They were like, the worst pain that you would feel is, or like they were saying like, the most angry you would be at us is if you got constipated from the pain meds. So they had me get like a laxative to have on hand, because they're like, the most pain will come from that. We're not gonna cause you that much pain. So I felt really comfortable with that, knowing I'm going into surgery with a doctor who's confident in my post-op recovery. And I'm really excited. Like, after my pre-op, I was totally at ease, felt so much better. They gave me like this entire book to look through with all this information, and just it goes into great detail about what to expect and any question you could possibly have. And then I got like these directions, pre-operative instructions, also like kind of a hefty amount of information. What I thought was the most interesting was that 2 to 3 weeks before surgery, I'm supposed to stop taking a ton of stuff like aspirin, ibuprofen, vitamin E, omega fatty acids, flaxseed, fish oils, garlic supplements, green tea, chia seeds, any form of herbal supplement. It's like protein powder as well. So I thought that was interesting because stopping that is going to help lessen the bleeding when they go in during surgery. So that was something I did not know. And yeah, for the most part, it's like nothing too crazy preparing. I'm gonna have like certain parameters when I can eat and drink and not. And it should be good. Like, I'm really excited. And I just wanted to share this with you guys because if I could help any of you, if you're interested in getting a boob job or you are getting a boob job or whatever, that's what I'm here for, is to chat through the process. And I'm really excited to share my experience. And yeah, it should be good. I'm going from like, let's see, I gotta sit better. So here I am. It's very weird to like show you my boobs on camera, but I'm very excited to have just a little bit more curvature up here because I have a booty, and I'm really excited to just balance out the proportions. And the other weird thing, like my boobs are just a weird shape. I think if they were more round, I would be like, whatever, it's fine. But they're like little cones, like little whatever. They just need a little bit of help. So that's what I'm doing. That's my big life, my next big life event. And it just feels good to tell you because I've been like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna announce it? Should I even mention it? But then I was like, I'm gonna be online, so obviously I have to say something because people are gonna be like, you have boobs now and you didn't before. So here is this little video of me just being super fidgety and nervous, but getting it out there once and for all. So I will follow up next week. Maybe I'll do like a vlog style video of the not the process, but of like morning of, night of. I have no idea how I'm gonna be feeling, so obviously can't promise that, but I will document it after for sure, so you will be able to see how it goes. But thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or anything. If you have had bad experiences, I honestly don't want to know about it. I have not Googled what could go wrong because I want to have faith that I'm in good hands and I don't want to freak myself out. So please don't tell me your horror stories until after I've safely gone through the process. But I would love to hear any of your happy stories. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.